What's up, everybody? Hope everyone is well. We're back at it again for another one. So, for those who haven't seen the presentations that I've made before, my name is Tabang. I'm the CEO, founder, and chairman for Adaptive Concept NPC. And in this presentation, I'm going to take you through what Adaptive Concept NPC is, as well as the Project.Adapt, which is a youth initiative project that we are working on at the current moment. And seeing as that we are on the eve of June 16, a very important day in the history of South Africa, I'm dressed up a bit, just to commemorate that day in a way, even where I'm from, like during the day, I was taking part in some activities with regard to the commemoration of this day that is coming tomorrow, which is June 16. And I think it's going to be a very important day for us to really reflect on where we are and how far we've come from as a youth in this country. And also identify, some of the areas in which we are lacking, and the things that we can do as a youth collaborative or as a larger group to actually change our circumstances in our communities and in every activity that we take part in. So thank you very much for watching this particular presentation or being a part of the audience this evening. So without further delay, I'll just get into the presentation. Thank you very much. I hope that you will be you will find much interest in this presentation and what we are offering as Adaptive Concept NPC. So thank you very much once more. So as I've introed, yes, we are presenting Adaptive Concept NPC and Project.Adapt, and this is the third presentation in our first ever annual Project.Adapt, and we've had two other presentations in the 2 weeks prior to where we are at now, and we hope that a lot of you have been deciding as to whether this is the right project or platform for you, and our journey doesn't stop or start here. We are still going to continue making further presentations, going out in the field and meeting and interacting with the young people that we are looking to be working with. So please stay tuned to our social platforms as we will be ramping up our marketing campaigns. We'll be going out in the field and we'll be posting a lot more images and updates on social media. Okay, so this is the table of content. So as you can see there is a list of the items that we are going to be touching on in this particular presentation this evening. So it's a welcoming to Adaptive Concept NPC. We will provide you with the breakdown of what Adaptive Concept is, what our concept is. We'll also provide a breakdown of what Project.Adapt is, as well as a preview of the projects that we are currently working on and need your assistance with. And then we'll also identify why we need you on our team. And then we'll also identify the candidate requirements and the requests that we are making for anyone who would be interested in joining the initiative, which is Project.Adapt. And then we'll also provide a preview of the contributor share model. And then we'll also go through the prospective workplace processes that we intend to use in our workflow, our day-to-day functions. And then if you are interested in joining our initiative, this is where we will speak more on that part and what it is that we are requesting of you as an individual, as well as providing a conclusion. So I'll move on to the next slide. So, welcome and thank you very much for being a part of this auspicious occasion this evening. Um, I am very pleased that you are here watching this video or being a part of the live viewers. Um, Everyone has been invited to this meeting or this stream because you have been prospected as a prospective young collaborator for the first annual Youth Development and Social Sponsorship Initiative called Project.Adapt 2022. So in this presentation, we'll be providing you with insight into our organization, the project, and what we have to offer to all interested parties in the project. We also hope that the identity, vision, mission, and of our software development projects will be introduced well, and that you will find interest in becoming a part of the team. So, what is adaptive concept, you might ask? So, adaptive concept NPC is an agile systems development and digital media production non-profit company. And by non-profit company, it means that we are aiming at, utilizing, the public and social platforms and processes to actually help contribute to socioeconomic growth, but largely providing towards social sponsorship initiatives. Whatever we get, we want to give it back to either young and impoverished young people or our societies, in the areas where our societies lack the most. We want to make a difference and we want to contribute to that. So most funds that would be coming into the company would be passive in sustaining, stipends for contributors, as well as for charity initiatives as well that we are yet to initiate or take part in. And we provide custom and pre-built software solutions on web, mobile, and desktop platforms for business, government, and social applications, whilst largely leveraging cloud technology. So our development approach is that we are agile. So we use the agile software development approach in many projects that we have initiated or are currently developing on behalf of a client. And it is a good way, to develop systems because it's iterative. We can always go back and iterate on whatever was developed and make it better. So if you are a prospective client and you are looking for an organization that can assist you with your software development needs, we are here. We are also a digital media production studio that develops lifestyle, entertainment, and research content for popular streaming and social platforms such as YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and many more. And as part of our studio, we also offer film and photography services to individuals, organizations for all types. And what is the concept? So what we do for a living is that we develop Android and iOS mobile apps for business, government, and social community application. We also develop online platforms that are built on traditional and cloud hosting platforms. We also develop Microsoft Power Platform apps for Microsoft 365 business architecture. We also offer business intelligence analytics consultation services, business analysis for systems development, film and video services for all events. We also create government, social, and community business as well as business platforms. We also deal largely in research-based lifestyle entertainment and skills development digital media content. So that is our digital media production side of things. We also develop data analytics tools, whether it's business analysis or business development or brand identification. We can help you out with that. We also provide job and charity opportunity drives for disadvantaged and unemployed youth. The first on our side being Project.Adapt. We also share research, time, ideas, inspiration, love, and charity. So these are very important points that we need to explore as young people, especially future leaders, in our communities or in our social spheres. Firstly, with regard to research, research means that we can always find and share relevant and credible information. So it's very important for us to be constantly developing whatever content is being released to the public, because it is part of a social responsibility, and we also have responsibilities on the side of business, or the economic side of things as well. And research helps us identify, credible information or data that is needed to maintain, sustainable growth within these spheres, social spheres, as well as the business spheres that we interact with, as well as time. So time for us is a very critical resource. We know that time is very limited, and it's constantly moving. Time lost is never gained, But in this particular Project.Adapt, an adaptive concept as an organization, we require that everyone who's contributing to the team be willing to contribute with their time, so that we can really get things done, so that we can have a good platform in order for us to share ideas, share work, as well as to teach and learn from each other, And we also know and understand that, it is only with time that development happens, and certain things they need, a significant amount of time for them to become a reality. And even in this Project.Adapt, we understand that it is going to take time. At the current moment, people are going through the most, they are looking for opportunities and seemingly can't find any, or they are very scarce, but we can work towards building something of our own without relying on the current, government that we have and the business ecosystems that we have. We can develop our own, but it is only if we work together and we share time with one another, to understand the things that we need to accomplish and how to accomplish those particular things. So it is very important for us to share time, as well as ideas. We can only innovate if we have ideas or we develop ideas. Sometimes you might find that you really have a good idea in mind, but the resources are not there, but then you should be asking yourself, where can I take this idea in order for it to get developed, and unfortunately, because of the social landscape that we have, or the socio-economic landscape that we have, we find that, intellectual property, ideas and things like that, we find ourselves not being able to really find, good backers with regard to developing those ideas. But this is our proposition as an organization, to say that we want to develop these ideas that young people have, because the ideas that we create today are the products or the innovation, the innovative services that we are going to be utilizing as a species in the future. So we want to create a collaborative environment where young people can come up with ideas and actually get the resources or get the assistance that they need with regard to developing those ideas. And our approach is largely with regard to systems development or the development of information technology concepts, So if you have an idea as a young person, you know, and it's software based, we can definitely assist you with regard to developing that idea further, even if it's developing your business, you know, your brand, your functions, your workflows. We can definitely assist you with that, and it all comes about with the 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 regular um, when we come up regularly with ideas and we put them on the table and we find ways of developing those ideas and working towards developing those ideas together. Inspiration. So we want to create a story that will inspire the coming generations, you know, to be moral in how they behave or conduct themselves. We want to develop future leaders, you know, that will be ethical in their job functions and how they pursue their objectives. So a lot of us are lacking inspiration because we are demotivated by our current circumstances, or we are demotivated by the people that we should, in fact, be looking up to, you know. The likes of the people in governance, the likes of people in business, all who have done, you know, like amoral actions or activities, and seeing all of those things, you know, like it's very demoralizing to the people that are supposed to be governed in an ethical manner. So our dream is to actually create inspiration stories, stories to inspire future leaders, even in the coming generations, and to develop those leaders, you know, and put them in place so that they can actually start making a significant change in the circumstances of young people in this country, you know. And another aspect that we need to share is love. What we know is that in our communities, you know, there is an extreme lack of love. You know, we hear and see stories or events whereby, you know, like gruesome actions have been taken against others. You know, or people are not given the opportunities that they need because of superstitions and hate towards gender, color, creed, and all those things. So we need to start developing a culture of love and interaction amongst young people so that we can create a cohesive community in our collaboratives. And we can also cascade it down to the people that we or that we interact with, so that it can spread, you know. So it's very important for us to show love towards one another, and that is one of the core pillars, you know, like of our founding ideology, is that we need to love each other, and we need not look at those differences of color, you know, skin color, tradition, culture, things like that. We need to share in those culture, and hopefully, you know, like we can develop our own sense of culture, you know, like that can help us interact much better than we could whilst alone or in a group that is just disassociated with itself. So it's very important for us to be loving towards one another and to spread that love through the things or the initiatives that we initiate. And then we also want to share charity. So charity is very important because it is social sponsorship, it's youth development, it's those are aspects that will help give people a chance to, you know, like live in a better way, you know. And when I'm talking about charity, you know, I'm talking about organizations, you know, that really need assistance, such as orphanages, um, like the schools in rural communities, where there's no roads or the children there do not have clothing, school uniform, food, and things like that. So we need to start initiating such drives and um, bring ourselves closer, to organizations as well that have been doing that for the longest time. And that is also our approach, and that is what we plan to do, like in the coming months, is to actually start initiating, charity drives and doing roadshows and things like that, just to provide awareness about the need for charity in our communities and in the lives that we live. So we really need to be charitable people, and we can only be charitable if we are willing to give even what we don't have at the time, or don't have enough of. Those blessings can come in different ways, and we want to make that apparent to everyone that we are looking to collaborate with. And then what is the concept? So our business agenda is driven by group contribution, and we are developing it as we progress towards the goals we set out. So as you can see on the table on the left, that was the initial table that we had when starting out this project and conceptualizing it. Apologies. So as you can see, we have our goals, vision, and mission, as well as our business agendas. So because of the progressive nature that we are looking to, that we are looking to, we are looking to develop the goals, vision, and mission statements even further. And by using a matrix such as this, we can get contributions from the team members or whoever is supporting the organization and its goals, to actually, develop this particular table further and to add more points to it. So as we are saying, it's a group contribution. So once we start working with the team, we will definitely be looking at that in our meetings, and hopefully this will also incentivize, whoever is looking to sponsor our initiatives or join the team, to actually come on board and see, where we could be in the future and what we want to achieve at the current moment, be it short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals and things like that. So you can take a screenshot of it, and then hopefully, if you are interested in joining the team and Project.Adapt, you will know which points you could actually contribute onto this particular table. And what is Project.Adapt? So Project.Adapt 2022-23, that's our financial year, is an annual software and digital media development collaborative initiative, which is aimed at bringing together unemployed and disadvantaged youth who bear the necessary knowledge and experience in software development for the main purpose of developing social or community and e-commerce digital platforms, all in an effort to create and put to market software products and digital media content that will help improve individuals' livelihoods, initiate and contribute to community development efforts, and generate employment opportunities and profit share for contributing members and prospective support beneficiaries. So I'll give you a preview of the projects that we have initiated and are currently working on. And I must say that before I move on to the next slide, is that the reason why Project.Adapt is there is that we need to grow our team, and we do understand, the challenges that are there at the current moment with regard to finances and things like that. But we know that somewhere out there, there are people who do have the time and the willingness to actually take part in, challenging projects, projects that could prospectively blow up, like, and be a good source of income for them, be it passively or as a main source of income. And that is what we are working towards, you know. So us asking you to work on these projects or become a part of Project.Adapt, um, we are looking at it as a long-term thing, you know, and we know that it is going to take some time for benefits such as financial benefit to be there and things like that. But we have to start somewhere, and we can only make, like, a promise at the current moment. But if you do join the project, work on these on these particular projects, and then you see that maybe it's not beneficial to you in any way, you are free, like, to be looking for other opportunities. Even whilst being a part of Project.Adapt, we can never hold you down. Uh, because we know that, like, sometimes things can be a struggle, and we will also assist, like, in finding opportunities for whoever contributes to Project.Adapt. So these are the projects that we are currently working on, as well as the business partnerships that we are fostering at this early stage of development of Project.Adapt, as well as Adaptive Concept NPC. So as you can see from that organogram on the left hand side, we have Adaptive Concept NPC, which is a parent company. We also have Adaptive Media Concept, which is a subsidiary of Adaptive Concept NPC. That is the studio, that is our digital media production studio. That is where you'll get your graphic design services, your digital media content development, copywriting, and things like that. And then we also have One-on-One Fitness Network, which is a fitness lifestyle network that we are developing. It's an online platform, and we are also developing a mobile app for, like, it will provide fitness programs as well as fitness resources, as well as subscription-based services, for teams and individuals and things like that. And more information will be coming soon, as we are finalizing development of the platform. And we also have HomeWire. HomeWire, it's an e-commerce platform where we sell cleaning products, as well as offering sanitation services or cleaning services. And on your right hand side there, we have a list of the projects that we are working on. So under Adaptive Concept NPC, we have Adapt Engine, which is a research index and search engine. We also have Complex POS, which is a point of sale system. It's SMME driven, and it's an online platform that is free, for small businesses to interact. We also have AdMarket social marketplace. It's a free SMME cloud-based business interaction platform. So this one is linked to POS, to Complex POS. Apologies, I'm having some technical challenges. Oh, apologies for that abrupt pause. A few technical challenges on my side. If I could just go back to complex POS. So POS being a point of sale system, it's a desktop and web application where businesses can manage inventory, manage their sales, as well as perform reporting for their sales activities. And yes, it's going to be a free application. And it's going to be linked to AdMarket, which is a social marketplace platform. So that is where we facilitate business interaction or online business interaction between small businesses. So we ourselves as Adaptive Concept will be going out, interviewing or sourcing small businesses, and the system will have an algorithm that will pair up businesses according to their business functions, what they sell, which services they offer, and things like that. So this is just to try, and assist our small business landscape, and improve trade between small businesses, so that they can also see a significant development in their business processes. And then we also offer system development services for web, mobile, and desktop applications. So those are websites, those are information systems, those are digital platforms. We also offer business management and consulting services. And then under Adaptive Media Concept, we specialize in digital media content creation for items such as blogs, for social media. We also are hooking up an online streaming production pipeline that will use for our marketing and advertising services. And we also offer brand management and identification services. Adaptive Media Concept offers that service mainly for Adaptive Concept and PC as its parent company, as well as the partner brand, and we also offer it to prospective clients as well. We are also looking to get into the advertising space. So I can say that for the moment, that still needs further effort with regard to initiating that particular service and product packages around advertising. We also have an art and design studio. It supports Adaptive Concept and PC with graphic design, concept art, user experience design, as well as the brand identification and development services. We also offer photography and video services as well for all events. And then on One-on-One Fitness Network, we are currently developing OneFit.app. It's a fitness and lifestyle application. It is being developed by Adaptive Concept and PC. We also have LLM One-on-One Trainer, the website for Mr. Lehloonolo Matsuso, a very good friend of mine and business partner. And he is a high performance coach, a sports scientist as well. The website will be launching very soon. And then with regard to HomeWire, we are developing HomeWire.app. It's an app or e-commerce platform where we sell cleaning products and offer sanitation services, for home and office. And we are also conceptualizing a project we are calling Project Wash. So it's a prospective car wash concept, and we'll be revealing more information in the future. And as you can see down there, those are our logos, so you can just identify yourselves with them. And we need you on our team, and here is what we are offering, right? So unfortunately, we are unable to provide monetary compensation to our prospective team members at the current moment. We at this stage offer team members benefits through a share model, which promises dedicated and innovative contributors a dynamic stake or share in Adaptive Concept NPC. At the current moment, we have 3 major projects in development with high monetization potential. That being OneFit.app, HomeWire.app, as well as Complex POS. Our hope is that we can get you on our team to contribute to the further development of these projects so that they can be put to market and start generating an income, as well as more opportunities within and around the organization. We are willing to offer all members a base 1% stake or share in the organization upon acceptance, which will be subject to increase to a maximum of 10%, plus a monthly salary based on your role or position in the organization. And I put that in brackets because the salary comes at a later stage. Once there is a proper cash flow in the organization and we have reached our targets, which we will go through in the contributor share model. So all of this is based on a member's contribution and the availability of shares. So to aid us in allocating the deserved increases in share rates, we have developed a contributor rating system which will provide intelligence on the impact of member contributions to executive management on a quarterly and annual basis. So this is where whoever is a part of Project.Adapt and is contributing towards the projects, they will be going through the quarterly performance reviews. And it is with those reviews where we will run them through the contributor rating system, and it will identify whether the contributions have been meaningful for any form of increase, in the share. So once we have proper cash flow, once we have these products on the market, your efforts, the time that you put in, the ideas that you come up with to make the platforms or the applications really much better than they are, they will definitely be logged, and they will go towards like identifying whether we deserve an increase in share or not. And then with regard to the candidate requirements and the requests that we are making to prospective candidates of Project.Adapt, these are the requirements for hardware and software possession. So you will need to own a laptop or a desktop PC with an adequate internet connection, as we will be working together remotely. So as we develop as an organization, definitely these requirements will be falling off. For example, a laptop or a desktop. Once we start getting those resources, whether it's through procurement or through donation or financial support from other organizations, we will be allocating said hardware to the contributors, as well as internet connectivity as well. You will also need to own a piece or pieces of hardware or software attributed to the skill or role you will be providing in the project. However, in the case of software, licenses or access to software or installers will be provided in the applicable scenarios. So we do have software, we do have licenses for software, and we also use certain online applications that we can easily add you to, so that you can start working on them. So software, it really isn't a challenge, but the hardware is, But if you find that the particular role that that you would be contributing to requires a certain a specific software or hardware device, then it means that you would need to have it, because okay, at that point, it's also important to take note that the investment in your work or your contribution will be rewarded. So if you are a candidate, you are interested in joining the team, and you really do use the resources that you have in hand to contribute to your work, all of those points and all of those things, they go towards uh, your performance review, you know, and it will be run through the contributor share model, and that increases the points that you get in each review cycle, you know, for the mere fact that you are using a resource that you have, and that counts towards us considering you for a share increase. And before you register, please take note of our language and our culture. So we are multicolored. The vision that we are trying to develop is for all. And we speak one professional language, which is English. So it's very important for us as an organization to portray ourselves, you know, like in a very professional manner, be it in conduct as well as in communication as well, you know. And it is also important for us to understand each other, you know, and we need to share whatever we can about ourselves with the people that we will be working with, you know, and, you know, identify, you know, like with their cultures, you know, and learn from those cultures. And when I say learn, I mean, you know, like learn good things. You know, we know that sometimes our beliefs, you know, can really send us astray, you know, but we are constantly looking to be educated, you know, about the important points or significant points that can be obtained, you know, from cultural experiences and things like that. So it is important for us to share and learn, you know, from those things. And then we also want everyone who we will be working with to be acceptant, you know, of who a person is, you know. As an organization, we accept everyone for who they are, and we expect whoever it is that we are working with to feel the same way, you know, about it. So if you can't, you know, like you're this person that is on an island that cannot find value, you know, like in interacting and identifying with other people, then I think that this wouldn't be a good platform for you. And then we're gonna have a look at the contributor share model. I'm just gonna flag it shortly. And then our contributor share model is target-based, whereby we hope that the systems and platforms developed as well as services rendered will reach the income targets. So it is only through our hard work that we can really attain, you know, like the targets that we set out. And as I've mentioned, is that we do have applications and ideas that do have, you know, like a high monetization potential. And it is only once, you know, like those systems have been put into market, whereby those systems are secure, you know, they are efficient, and they play a large utilitarian role in the lives of the people that use these applications. That is where we can start, you know, like seeing income coming in, and we need to work towards, you know, like these targets that we've set out, and we've also identified that these targets would be sufficient, you know, to sustain our contributors as well as our business functions as an organization. So as you can see, the estimated profit or income that needs to be made per week is 70,000 rand. Per month would be 304,166 rands and 80 cents, and per annum, which is per year, would be 3,650,000 rand and 60 cents. Oh, apologies. Let me just flag the contributor share model here. Okay, so as you can see there from the contributor share model, we have the contributor skills or categories that we are looking for. So all of those categories can be found on our website when you go to the Project.Adapt page, as well as the About Us page. That's where we've posted the professionals that we are looking for to join the team through Project.Adapt. And I'll start with the executive shareholders there. So as you can see, the number of contributors, we have 5 contributors as executive shareholders at the current moment. The founding member, which is myself, gets 10%. And then the other executive members, they get 5%. I get 10. And then with the software development skills category there, we have the front-end web developers or the full-stack web developers as well. We also have back-end web developers. We also have mobile app developers for iOS and Android. We also have business analysts. We also have user experience designers, as well as software testers under the Quality Assurance Directorate. So for all of those skills, we need 2 contributors each. And you can see there on the column for share rate, you can look at this one. The particular column that I've highlighted now is that for front-end web developers, we are offering a base percentage of 3%. For the back-end web developers, 4%. Mobile app developers, iOS and Android, we also offer 4%. And this is at the start, like once you've been onboarded onto the organization. And for business analysts, we are also offering 4%. For user experience designers, we are offering 3%. And then for the software testers, we are offering 2%. And if I could just scroll to the right hand side here, let me just do this. I just want to freeze the categories column. So as you can see there, for front-end web developers, if we were to reach the set targets per week, per month, and per year, they would be eligible to getting, the front-end web developers would be eligible to getting 1,050 rands per week. Per month would be 4,562 rands and 50 cents. And then per quarter would be 13,687, and then per year would be 54,750. So this would be well received as stipends, like once we start generating the passive income that we need. And that is how it goes for all of those categories that I've mentioned. So I'll just scroll on to the next set of skills, or the skills category that we are looking for. So those are the design and artistic skills. So we need graphic designers, video editors, photographers as well. So all of those, we also need 2 contributors as well. For the graphic designers, we offer a base percentage or base share of 3%, video editors 3% as well, and for photographers 2%. I'll just scroll to the right hand side. You can take a screenshot or take note of the financial projections there. And then the next category that we have is the administration, business management, brand management, and marketing skills that we are looking for. So junior accountants, marketing and branding managers or consultants, social media managers or consultants. So for all of those ones, we need one contributor. And then the junior accountant would get a 1% because we need someone to work with our CFO to assist them to assist her in her activities. And for the marketing and brand management accountant, we are offering a base percentage of 4%. For social media managers or consultants, it's 2%. I'll scroll to the right hand side there. Those are the projections. And then the last category that we are looking at is consultative knowledge and process management skills. So that includes a cloud technology consultant, a legal consultant, as well as a GitHub specialist or someone to manage GitHub repositories and to ensure that they are safe and well taken care of. So cloud technology consultants, it's a base share rate of 4%, legal consultant, base share rate of 4% as well. And for the GitHub specialist is a base share rate of 3%. Scrolling to the right hand side, just to show the financial projection there. And then we also are looking to reinvest the capital that we make back into the organizations, as well as in reinvestment for ourselves as an organization. So the total amount, if we were to reach that 70,000 rand target per month, is that we would be saving a total of 35,700 rands out of the 70,000 rands, so that it can go back into the organization, split between operational funds as well as reinvestment capital. So that split is an 80-20 split, 80 being for the operational funds. So that is just to make sure that we have office space, we have equipment, we have all of the resources that we need to operate as an organization. And the reinvestment capital would go into our business investments, business partnerships, and things like that. So I'll also scroll to the right hand side so that you can see the projection there. Those are the rows that are highlighted in purple. So yeah, that is it for the contributor share model. So we are always looking to get insight, about what we are offering and what we are showing to the public, because we also know that your inputs, or your concerns, like they are valid, and we are willing to make concessions in certain cases, especially if a good argument is made for those particular concessions. So if you are looking to be a part of the organization, but maybe might not feel comfortable about a share rate or the targets or things like that, please feel free to contact us, let us know, and we will be constantly, be going through the developments that we are making to our contributor rating system, our contributor share model, and every other piece of information or system that we are developing to assist our the contributions that are being made. So yeah, that is it for the contributor share model. And then we are moving on to the prospective workplace processes that we have put in place. So as you can see, the first point being ClickUp. I don't know if maybe you who are viewing this video right now have heard of ClickUp, but it's a workflow management tool. And since we are working remotely, we need to have an online office. And ClickUp provides us with all of the resources as well as a platform that we need to make sure that we get our work done. So it has features such as task management, document storage and sharing, resource collaboration and things like that. So that is the particular system that we will be using for our online office and online workflow. It will perform task management and tracking, and then it will also allow us to collaborate on administrative functions and documents. And then we are also going to be using Microsoft Teams. It's also going to be used for the collaboration on documents, document storage, document sharing, and real-time, real-time editing of documents. And then it's going to be used to store like important documents that we'll be using in our business functions. And then in future, we'll be migrating to Office 365 Enterprise, which will offer us more features, and the ability to create, like seamless apps for clients as well as for ourselves within the organization. And then we are also going to be using WhatsApp and Microsoft Kaizala for instant communication, So we are pretty much, all of us know what WhatsApp is, but Microsoft Kaizala, on the other hand, is a different story. So what Microsoft Kaizala is, it's also an instant messaging app like WhatsApp, but it is from Microsoft and it is specially made, like for office processes. It provides features to allow us to execute on our office processes in a professional capacity, and it also opens us up to another community of professional persons that we can interact with on that particular platform. We can also connect it to our Office 365 account, and also link it to automated processes that we will be setting up once we have Office 365 integrated into our workflow. So these particular apps, mobile apps, are for instant chat so that we can have swift communication, and we can also cut down on the need of data to connect to applications like Zoom, and do virtual meetings and things like that. These particular mobile apps will be good for us to assist us in communicating effectively. So if you're interested in joining our initiative as a contributor, please submit your application on the Project.Adapt page on our website. That is the website there, adaptiveconcept.co.za. And but before you submit your application, and hopefully we hope that you would find interest in this, and you can contact us anytime, to find out more, or if you want to communicate with us about something. But firstly, you need to identify whether you fall under any of these scenarios. So if you are unemployed and are looking for a job or internship or learnership or contributorship opportunity, then maybe this project could work well for you. It could expose you to more opportunities, or it could also, be a source of income, in the coming months, and if you are also disadvantaged, but bear the necessary knowledge, skills, and experience in software development, we know that there are people out there, that did get a chance to learn, or maybe they took it upon themselves to learn online, or to develop these skills through platforms such as YouTube, and they are self-taught and things like that. Um, this can be a project for you, like it's a collaborative environment where you'll be interacting with other skilled people, other talented people, and people of a like mind, so if you do have those qualities, it's software development, management, or content creation. Those things, like definitely we can work together, and we think that this project would be a good suit for you, even to pass time. It's all fine. You'd find that you can start it out just to see what's happening, just to see who is on the team, what we are working on, and things like that. We are welcoming to anyone, because we know that from our interactions, like we can identify reasons as to why you should contribute and stay on the team. And if you are looking for a software development project that you can contribute towards with skills, knowledge, or donations, then please help us out. We are trying to reach out to as many people as we can, be it individuals. We are looking to join the team and the project, or organizations that we can be partnering with, or that could help us, like with the resources, be it financial resources or equipment, office space, or things like that. We are really set on achieving the goals that we are setting out, as an organization. And we know by fire, by force, that we will reach our prime as an organization. And then you should also ask yourself these questions. Do you have the necessary skills or knowledge to contribute meaningfully to this software development company? If not, then maybe this is not for you. Are you willing to work on developing projects for the first 6 months of the initiative, at the very least, without receiving compensation? That comes later, once we have a solid product to sell. So at the current moment, as I've stated, we are offering, I could say it's a bond. You would be a shareholder in the organization. If you come onto the team, you see how it works out. If it doesn't work out for you, then it's fine. You're free to look for other opportunities elsewhere. And if you are onboarded, meaning that if you are made a shareholder of the organization, it means you will have contributed to the project or the projects that we are working on, and just for the mere fact that you have those shares, it means that prospectively down the line, if we really do blow up as an organization and start making, like the target income that we are looking at, you would be eligible to receiving that that share, even if maybe at that point in time you will have not been, you will have exited the project. So in a way, in fact, you do not lose anything. You can only stand to gain when it comes to this, because we are not asking for you to necessarily give us money, and we know that whatever like financial support that we receive, we need to execute upon the promise that we make for those contributions, and hence then we are liable to actually reimbursing whatever it is that we might have lost at that time. But yeah, you don't stand to lose anything if you are a contributor to the project. And then we will be developing more resources to assist whoever is looking to assist us with regard to resource donations and things like that. So we will be posting on our social platforms, as well as posting videos on our YouTube channel as well. And are you willing to contribute with your time and knowledge in order to teach and learn from other like-minded and talented individuals? So we want to foster a collaborative environment, and an environment where we can facilitate teaching and learning and development. Youth development is one of our core functions, and we really want to be working with people who are on the same page with that fact, or on that front. So yeah, if you're a person that likes working solo, then maybe this might not be for you. It's all about interacting with others, teaching and learning from each other. And would you be willing to commit to this organization to see its success? 100% commitment is what we are looking for. So anything below that, then it means that you wouldn't be an effective member of the team. So maybe if that's the case, then it might not be for you. And we do understand that commitment, it comes when you are motivated to stay committed. And on our front, that is what we will be working on constantly, just to make sure that we interact with everyone that gets in touch with us or joins us. That is one of our goals, like to create a conducive environment for everyone that is working on these projects. And then as a conclusion, I would just like to say that given time, technique never fails. And this is a very important point or quote, because every good thing, be it wine, the tallest buildings that we have, the infrastructure that we have in our communities or in our country, all of those things took time to develop, and they took, masses to develop. Those things cannot be developed in a short space of time and with a limited number of hands, hearts, and minds. So we are on the hunt of those hands, hearts, and minds, and our road is the time that it takes for us to reach our milestones. So we know that with Project.Adapt, it might not be a quick thing or something that comes together now, but we know that in good time, things will start to fall into place. People will start seeing our initiatives and our efforts, and we hope that you will be a part of us on that journey that we are currently on right now. So it's important for us to know that it's about time that we come together as youth to build our own route to prosperity, and we can only do that by collaborating, sharing, and learning from the skills and knowledge as well as the experiences that we have and that we share with each other. We need to bring together our minds and our hands in order to build and innovate. And once we start doing that, we will definitely beat youth unemployment, and we will be able to develop more young professionals to lead the charge with new ideas in the public and private spheres of our societies. And we should also understand that there are other forms of value besides money. Even though we need money, we should look to creating these other forms of wealth that are much more sustainable and that stay with you for a longer time than money does, be it in your hand or in your account. We know that with money, once it comes in, we need to use it as well. But with regard to learning, and teaching, we learn values that can stay with us for longer, that develop us in becoming better people, much more knowledgeable, much more sensitive towards others, and much it also makes us identify with ourselves what it is that we need to do in order to improve on our abilities and what we do. We need to come together in order to build the foundation and structure that we are sorely lacking in terms of support for young people in our country. And this is a reality. We all know our unemployment rate. It's very high, especially amongst youth, And with all of the challenges that we are facing, we are constantly saying government should do this, government should do that. It's about time that we say that we can do this ourselves. We can pave our own way to prosperity. We can define our success story, without relying, on a failing government, and we can also develop the leaders, that can improve the circumstances that we have in future. And it starts now. And one man cannot do it alone. We need a community, and a cohesive one at that, a very strong one that works together. And that happens through collaboration and initiation and innovation. We all know that job opportunities are scarce, and attempting to create wealth alone is virtually impossible or highly implausible. By coming together as young people with fresh ideas and the will to create our own route to prosperity, we are able to learn and teach in order to become leaders and to groom future leaders, the leaders of tomorrow. So it could be you, the person that is watching this video today, that is saying to themselves, should I join, shouldn't I? It's worth finding out what's going on. It's worth finding out what kind of people are backing this project or are actively participating this project. I, for one, love interacting with others, and I'm always looking for an opportunity to do so. And these opportunities are scarce, or they are limited and closed off to a certain few. And I think that it would be a good thing for you, to just register, interact with us, and then see whether it is worth continuing or not. We are really looking for support on the team, and we believe that with what we've developed so far, we have something significant on our hands that can, be a big deal, and it can really be a way for us to generate this income that we need to sustain our lives, as well as the lives of others, the societies, and the communities that we are in. And we are done. So thank you for joining or watching the video. For more information and to submit your application, please go to the Project.Adapt page on our website, or you can call or WhatsApp 081-811-8095. There is the link for Project.Adapt at the bottom there. And thank you very much for watching this video. Please show your support by liking the video if you did like it, as well as subscribing. More content is going to come, and I do apologize, for the quality of the connection that I've had, as well as some of the technical challenges. A lot of things are happening on my side as well, and in all honesty, I'm just this guy, that's just trying to reach out, as best as I can. But down the line, definitely, things will be improving, and we'll be seeing you soon, hopefully for another live stream, or we'll be posting new videos and content on our social media platforms and this particular YouTube page. So thank you very much for joining, guys. See you on the next one. Goodbye and good night.